Mechwarrior Online patch notes for the 20th of August 2024. Hi friends, I'm TTB, welcome back to Mechwarrior Online News. Let's talk about this month's patch notes and the new mechs and all the adjustments we are getting. The MWO Championship Series 2024 is going to start very soon. Registration for teams starts tomorrow. I'm gonna make a dedicated video for that in case you wanna get in there and get some nice free goodies for just playing the game in a competitive setting. The prize pool is over $27,000 so far. The TSP is, of course, still available if you want to get those mechs and those warhorns. Highly recommended. Lots of good stuff in there. The patch comp queue will open. If you're interested or have questions, check out these further links. There will be a 2-week patch sign sale going live with the patch, and that will include the equipment, weapons, and applicable battle mechs. So once again, if you're looking to get some mechs for free or some mechs for cheap, have a look at that. And also look, maybe if you need mech bays, check out if mech bays are on sale as well. We're gonna get 2 new legendary battle mechs, the Champion Apache and the Spectre, which are both mechs that will have the ability to basically glide across the battlefield. And of course, weapon adjustments and mech quirk adjustments. Scrolling down the new legendary battle mechs, let's have a look at those mechs first. I've already talked about them briefly. This is going to be the Apache. This is a Champion legendary mech equipped with double rack 5s, and you can already see the wings right there from the glide kit or whatever it's called. Here is a better front view. The Apache will have the following quirks: armor on CT, left torso, right torso, and left arm, right arm. No, only left leg. Hang on. Right leg, right arm, right torso. Okay, armor everywhere. Okay. The important quirks are 25% ballistic velocity, 25% rotary autocannon rate of fire, 50% jam ramp down for the racks, and 15% range and 50% fall damage. So really nicely quirked for the rack attack. Here is the loadout. It's gonna be an XL champion, but you will also have ECM to keep you safe and some ammo throughout the mech. I've looked at this build. With skill tree it should be okay, but I will try and find ways to get some extra ammo in there, or maybe like drop the heatsink, get another TC Mark 1. We'll see how we play around with this, but should be a lot of fun. Partial wing is what the kit is called. This one is partial wing heavy, of course, and yeah, looking good, looking fun. I already showed you guys in the preview how these mechs glide across the battlefield. So they don't have as much initial thrust, but they will then go ahead and be able to glide for a very, very long distance. Important, something that MPG told me: as you're gliding along, you see your speed decreasing. That is not actually true, that is just your ground speed decreasing. So as you're in the air, you have got something called, I don't know, for lack of a better term, airspeed, and that does not decrease. But if you then land on the ground, that's the speed that your mech's gonna have once it lands. So if you start flying at, like, I don't know, 80 kph, and your speed in the end reads 40 kph, your mech will be at 40 kph and accelerating as it hits the ground, but it's still gonna fly through the air at 80 kph. So keep that in mind. It's very counterintuitive, it's a very hidden thing, but thanks to MPG for clearing that one up. Now then, going to the Phoenix Hawk Spectre, which is this bad boy right here. X-Pulse lasers and light machine guns are going to be the name of the game. The Spectre quirks read as follows: extra armor throughout the mech, extra structure on the CT, pulse laser heat gen 20%, machine gun range 50%, machine gun rate of fire 30%, and fall damage 50%. So both these mechs, my recommendation is, secret tip: get the fall damage skill nodes. That gets you to 100% fall damage reduction, which means you take 0 fall damage. You jump from a cliff, 0 fall damage. You jump from a skyscraper, 0 fall damage. You jump from the sky, you do the Red Bull, like, jump from out of the atmosphere, 0 fall damage. You're fine, don't worry about it. Now then, let's have a look at the loadout on the Phoenix Hawk. As you can see, we're running double large X-Pulses and 4 light machine guns. Light machine guns will have 30% or so rate of fire increase, right? Large X-Pulses will be 20% less heat, which is really, really good. Actually, the best quirk I've ever seen for large X-Pulses. But of course, it needs it because as you're flying, you're generating extra heat. So I already said, get the nodes for fall damage, also get the nodes for heat reduction as you're jump jetting. For both these mechs, it's going to be super important. Remember that tip, guys, and don't forget it. This mech will also have ECM, which will keep it a little bit safer as it's gliding around. The challenge when playing these mechs, guys, is going to be to glide around and keep shooting, but not do it so much that you become the sole target for the enemy team and they just murder you out of the sky, right? So that's going to be interesting. 91.8 kph is going to be the speed on that mech, by the way, and the champion speed is going to be at 76 kph. Okay, so both these mechs are super interesting. Of course, once we get our hands on them after the patch, we're going to try them out and we will play them and we shall see how good or not they are. Weapon adjustments. AC-10, heat reduced from 2.5 to 2.0. Nice. Nice. That is a good change. Makes the AC-10s a little bit less hot. I'll take it. Battle Mech quirk adjustments. By the way, that's all the weapon adjustments. Battle Mech quirk adjustments. This month is Commando month. All the commandos get massive buffs. 2D gets energy cooldown 40%, up from 25%. Missile ammo bonus 100%, up from 50%, and 15% missile spread. The 3A gets 25% cooldown, up from 15. It gets 50% missile velocity, up from 15. Seismic stock range 200 meters, up from 100. And Artemis SRM ammo bonus 100%, up from 50. So same as the 2D. Commando 1 Bravo. Target info gathering speed 50%, up from 30, and weapon velocity 30%, up from 20. The 1 Delta, energy cooldown and missile cooldown are getting removed. Instead, it's getting flat 20% cooldown for everything, 30% laser duration added, and 50% Artemis SRM ammo per ton bonus added. The Commando DO3, that is the one that we got for the loyalty stuff for Christmas, I believe, the one that has like all the torso mounts and whatnot. 30% laser duration and 10% heat. And the Commando Def's Nell gets 40% cooldown, up from 25%, and 30% target info gathering speed. So massive buffs for all the commandos. It's time to play Commando Wars, apparently. If you guys remember Commando Wars, for example, back in the old StarCraft, used to be a custom map you could play. Okay, moving on. The other Warthog, I'm saying this the wrong way. Warthog. It's Warthog. It's a hawk with warts. Warthog. There we go. They're removing the armor bonus from left torso, CT, and right torso from the set of 8, because the mech is way too tanky anyways. They're increasing their machine gun range to 25% instead of 8, up from 15%, because everybody's just playing it with mech shots, of course. AP Gauss. It's called AP Gauss in the clan set, right? Whatever. They're doing the same thing. And the weapon spread, 25% added in the set of 8. Ravens apparently also getting some nice changes. Let's see. All Ravens get plus 250 meters on all sensor ranges for all variants. So, Raven, Scout Mech, you get it. Nice. The Raven 3L gets a UAV range bonus, 30%, up from 15%, and 50% target info gathering speed. The Raven 2X gets laser duration bonus 20%, up from 10%, and medium laser family range 20%, up from 10%. So, nice buffs to its laser capabilities. Raven 4X, the 5% energy cooldown has been removed. Instead, it gets 10% heat, up from 5%, 30% laser duration, up from 20%, and 20% cooldown, up from 15%. So basically, they just gave it an all cooldown instead of the energy. So you're not losing anything, you're just gaining stuff. Nice. And the Raven Hugin, jump jet initial thrust 100%, so the Hugin is gonna fly. Stone Rhinos, on the clan side, 7 less armor on the arms, the torsos, and the CT. And 5 less armor on the legs. Oh my god, Stone Rhino is unplayable! No, it's not. It's like, they're literally taking away the equivalent of a clan ER medium laser hit. They're still excellent. They're just taking a tiny bit of health away. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Overall, of course, I mean, if you look at this is 10 right here, and this is 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, so 35. So 45 armor total that they're taking away from the whole mech. Okay, that's fine. I don't think that's a huge nerf. What I'm not seeing here, of course, are any changes to the TSP mechs, like I suggested. Unfortunately, nothing there, so no jump jet thrust, for example, for the Zeus TSP mech, or range or heatgen for the Atlas, for example. That's not there. They seem to be happy with this, where the Stone Rhino Behemoth is at this point. I still have a hard time recommending that mech. It's not as bad as it used to be, but it's still also not as good as it could be. I still think the Stone Rhino Behemoth, the Innisphere Legendary Hero mech, I think the natural thing to do with this thing is to go rotary autocannon, heat skill limit +1. Triple rack 5s or quadruple rack 2s. Bring it in line with the Night Star. You would have a really cool mech then. And it would still not be overpowered because it is still gonna suffer from all the Stone Rhino issues running Innosphere tech, right? So, just food for thought. But yeah, good news if you are a Commando or a Raven enthusiast. And yeah, if you've been abusing the error a little bit too much, you can still abuse it. It's still gonna be really good, right? Just a little bit less tanky. In any case, guys, those are the patch news. What are your highlights? Are you gonna be getting the Apache or the Spectre? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much, supporters. Couldn't do it without you. If you want to join Team TTB, check out the join button right here on YouTube, super thanks button in the comment section, or of course the links to Patreon or the merch store listed in the video description.